Hey, I just wanted to update, when I walked out, Pat came in to say, before he was taken away, that he did have some movement and and was feeling, had some feeling in his body. So obviously great news. I don't know what that means exactly, but sure feels like great news compared to, what it was 20 minutes ago. So just wanted you guys to know so you guys could get that out to the fans.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. All right, sorry. We just left practice for the last 45 minutes. Player potentially severely injured. DaMarcus Thomas was hit and hasn't moved since, and the helicopter's on its way now. So obviously I answer questions, got to do my job, about the game, whatever it is, but nothing seems very important right now, because it was, he got hit and never moved and hasn't had any feeling in his entire body. So informed the family. I don't know. I don't think I've seen it, been a part of that, anything like that personally. Seen it on TV, but so game, good win, and offense. The quarterback did some really good things, obviously, and Elijah, big day, and to do all that in less than 3 quarters or whatever it was. Defensively, we limited explosive plays, only gave it 1 explosive run. Wish our twos would have played better on both sides. Hard to complain offensively if, I think the ones outside of the end of the first half, with 7 seconds when it ran out of time there, I think you had 100% of potential yards that they could gain with all touchdown drives. So use the bye week here to practice 3 days. Get guys better. We're not going to rest guys, and we're not at that stage of our program. Guys need to continue to get better. It's like Elijah and Matt practiced today, So we need to improve on some areas, and our goal, we said last week, was to play better, and let's finish the last half of the season one of the hottest teams in the country. So we got to continue to improve in order to do that.
John, go ahead.
Lane, after a couple weeks of having a 1-score game in the fourth quarter, and obviously just not quite being able to eke it out, but then getting a win in commanding fashion on Saturday, I guess how kind of good did it kind of feel for you and your guys? How much of a weight kind of was it left off your shoulders?
It was a lot. Really felt we had screwed those 2 games up. Having the ball with a chance to win both games. So. The last thing we wanted in this game was to go down, these guys hanging around, and we're in a, tie game or something, or a 1-score game in the fourth quarter. That was, we wanted to take care of business, and so that was good, and it's good to play guys, because we haven't had any games like that. We haven't had any non-conference games, where we've been able to, be up where we could play guys, which is unfortunate, because it's good for them to play, and it's good for us to learn about them too, because you never know how guys are going to play.
Go to David. David, go ahead.
Lane, in light of what you just told us about DaMarcus Thomas, do you have a chance to talk to the rest of the team with what all's going on for you right now?
We were all, out there, waiting for the ambulance initially, and they said, the ambulance came in, and they said they needed to airlift him. So I was around the players. I think I just came in to, to knock this out and going back out there. So I don't know if he's been picked up yet or not. I think they'd said 22 minutes, so I'm sure he's been picked up by now. But all the players stayed out there.
Go to Ben.
Yeah, Lane, DaMarcus played on Saturday. I mean, that's the guy that looked like he was coming on a little bit for him to go down. I mean, that's obviously tough too. Just the fact that he was playing and starting to come on, it seems.
Yeah, not to be rude, but that's the least thing that, I mean, if you saw what I saw, you wouldn't be worried about whether he was going to play or not. So.
Go to Nate.
With the other players and coaches that are there for a scene like that, what happens logistically? What is the mood, the vibe about everything?
Well, we were a little over halfway through practice, and started to move the ball up to keep going like you do, and then go back to check on him. But this was, I don't think there was any way to practice, seeing what we saw. No, I don't think anybody was even thinking about it. And the coach is normally the one that we need the reps and all those things. I could care less.
Nick, go ahead.
With after this happening, do you think the day off tomorrow is kind of good to get the players away from thinking about all this?
I haven't even thought that far. Again, this was not something normal. So, to hear a player that you recruited, and any player but one that you recruited, and him to, they keep touching him. Do you feel this? Do you feel this? And he keeps saying no. And you're thinking about your own kid. And, I don't know. That's the first time I've seen something where I just called Knox's mom and said I could care less whether he ever plays football, ever, after seeing that.
Go to Parrish.
And again, obviously, hopefully, maybe this is some severe stinger, and I did ask them, the medical staff, and they, said that does happen sometimes. So, just praying somehow that's what it is.
Lane, do you know what the plan is for you guys for recruiting this week?
Well, we can't. It's not like normal. We can't do anything. You can't go anywhere. So, normally we'd have our coordinators here, our position coaches would be on the road. I'd go to a Friday game or something. So, we can't do anything of that. So there really isn't a plan besides just, FaceTime and call kids.
Ben, go ahead.
Yeah, Lane, you said you've never faced anything like this before. So what are the next steps then, as far as checking on him and just the parts of play as being there and stuff like that?
Again, I don't know, guys. I literally walked from the field watching him put into the ambulance, waiting for the helicopter, and came in here. So I have no idea.
Neil, go ahead.
Hey, Landon, I assume the family's been notified. Are you able to get them up to Memphis or wherever he's going? Is there any way to do that?
Yeah, they're in the process. He, obviously we notified him before I told you guys. So we called them from the field. So we'll figure out whatever we possibly can. I don't know that yet.